Hi, my name is Ewan Shaw and this is my graded unit. As you can see, this is my contents page, and today I'm going to be doing my presentation to apply for funding for an EP. So I'm going to take you through a quick rundown of all my pages, but specifically go over three that I think would be good for someone who wanted to give me funding to see. So these three pages that I'll primarily be looking at will be intro, songwriting, creative project, live performance, and also online promotion. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is my songwriting page, my songwriting creative project and intro page. So as a quick intro, I would like to say, so I would like the funding, as I believe that I think I would deserve the funding, as I believe that I would be able to put out a very high standard of work and do it at a very good rate. Now the way I've got to explain myself and do this is in this here portfolio. So to do so, what I've done is I've put together a collection of work to prove that I'm not only just a good producer, singer, songwriter, but I'm also a good website creator, content creator, everything like that. So I'm a very multi-talented person when it comes to this, but I am also a very talented producer, mix mastering, a one tool does all kind of guy. So this is my singer songwriting creative project page. Now the reason I've combined these two is because throughout the year I've been doing the same project with both songwriting. I focused on one song primarily, and then with creative project I wrote the other three songs to go with the EP. So let's get into this. From October 2021 until March 25th, 2022, I was passionately working on an EP that was named More Than Nothing. The goal of this EP was to show off my skills of not only writing songs, but in fact mixing and mastering them as well. Both songwriting and creative project are together, as I wrote one of the 4 songs in the songwriting class. This was so I could gain tips on how to write in the genre I wanted to for the EP. The genre I wanted to write for was indie rock. The songs were inspired by bands like Catfish and the Bottlemen and the Snuts. The aim for this is to show that not only would I be able to do a high product, but I've improved greatly in all aspects of this by doing this EP. This album cover here is the album cover for my EP, More Than Nothing, and this cover for my EP was all done by me, which is rather simple, an idea but powerful message. Not only is the EP called More Than Nothing, the fact that the cover is just a post-it note on a white background with the title itself, in fact, More Than Nothing. I thought it was a nice play on the theme. There is a trend where minimalist approach is where everyone really likes, because there's not too much stuff happening at once. People can really see what's happening in this album cover. My current situation itself for production. Over the past 2 years, my production space has only gotten better. Since this time last year, I have my own private space to make my own content, produce, mix and master. I live along the same property as my family, so I also don't really need to worry about bills at the moment. The acoustics and the treatment in this cabin are very good, as the entire More Than Nothing EP was curated in this cabin. Now I to go into the money side of things. With 10 grand I would be able to take my production and time further. As of right now, with everything in my setup, I have only spent 2,600 on things like MacBook, guitars, interfaces, speakers, stands, leads and headphones. So the 10,000 would be more of a buy my time, so I could quit my part-time job and work where I only really get paid £200 a month. So the 10 grand would sufficiently be able to secure and give me a stable way of living, whilst making me able to focus on the one outcome and be able to focus on the project at hand. This is a picture of my setup. It is, as you can tell, quite the setup for me being on my own and stuff like that. The proof of my ability. I know I can say I'm a good songwriter and all I want, but it doesn't really matter if I don't have proof. So this is the 4 songs I wrote, produced, mixed and mastered. As you can see, each of these songs you can clearly hear what genre I'm going for, or try to replicate, and the inspirations for doing so. I started this project in October, finished it 2 months. Well, I finished recording it in 2 months, so I had time to mix and master it for another further 2 months, as I wanted the EP to be out by the 25th of March, and it had to be uploaded to DistroKid at February 25th. So I'm going to play a short clip for each of my songs to show my capability. I don't like to admit it, but I'll be sad. You took everything I gave to you, flushed it all down the tubes. You wanted us to be through, looks like it's overdue. You dreamed the streets to defend your mind, Martin for the clan. Look so good in the moonlight, look better by my side. Even when I'm burned by the sun, I'm alright. Through the time we've had our fun, but I know you'll be the one. I know, 'cause it's the way I just wanna ride at night. I'll skip along this one a wee bit. Finger and bounce the vibe as you buy so wrong. So wrong. I discovered something quite peculiar, like how under every step there's a trail of bloody rain. And as you can see, that is the 4 songs that I made to a high standard. We're just going to take a quick overlook on the page where I can get some really nice shots for you. And then because I realise it isn't a great view. The next page, live performance. Next page, live performance. So the live performance page is in fact the page that I wanted to show my worth as a musician. I am a singer, songwriter, producer. I have done so from my comfort in my bedroom. So I wanted to prove that I'm not just, you're not spending, giving me 10 grand funding just so you have a rated musician so you can sell the rights to of performance. I can perform very competently as well. So, over the past year, I have been working on performing my own and covers of songs live on TikTok, and jumping in for bands that didn't have certain instruments like bassists and drums. This page is dedicated in showing I am a confident musician off and on stage. This will also prove my versatility and worth, and I am not only a recording artist but I can actually perform songs that are mine and covers. So, this is a video of me performing Wall Street live. Hi, my name is Ewan Shaw. And it's a song that I wrote in my bedroom. Hope you like it. It's called Wall Street. That's all I really want to go for that. The song Wall Street took about 3 weeks to write, mix and master, and genuinely was one of my favourite songs to create, as I got to make a song heavily inspired one of my favourite bands, The Snuts. When I performed this song, since it was acoustic set, this was the closest I could get to performing the song as recorded. The only improvement I would make is, well, when playing this song live, is to try and get it as close to the recording as possible, meaning I would love to put a band together so we could play all my music as recorded, really, as close as we can. This shows that I'm confident, happy and comfortable on stage performing my own pieces of music, and I'm worth the 10 grand, as this shows I'm not just a producer. Other piece of evidence is this is a photo took from when I played. This is a photo taken from a video where I played drums. Sorry, I've got a cold. And it just shows that I'm very versatile once again. And then here's another a slight wee bit of session work. This has been had to play bass for a band. So I'll just skip to a bit of Now, bass work. A couple of weeks before our college year's performance at the Voodoo Rooms, 4 of my friends asked me if I could play bass in their band. They could tell something was lacking, they needed a bassist. I said I would happily step up to the plate and play bass guitar for the band. From this point onwards, for the next 2 weeks, me and the band practiced with each other for almost every weekday until the final performance. I picked up songs to a high standard fairly quickly, meaning we could focus on how we could perform. As you can see from the video of the final song, it went well and proves that I am worth my weight in gold, as I can play a very varied variety of instruments, as I can play guitar, bass, vocals and drums. I'm an indie band wrapped up in one person. Overall, for live performance, I've shown my skill in different aspects of live performance. Now I would like to show some videos of me performing from my TikTok that will display my versatility in what I sing. Sorry if you can hear me start to get a wee bit weird sounding. I do in fact have a cold. So this is my most popular TikTok. 1, 2, 3, 4. My second most popular TikTok. as you can tell, I have two more TikToks here. One on a TikTok that someone that I'm inspired by saw, and a TikTok that a lot of folk just liked because it showed a different side of my voice. That's it for a live performance. Now let's jump into online promotion. Online promotion as a class was very beneficial for me. So what we done for online promotion. For online promotion, we had the year to make a web page to display our research and to have a place to show off our musical career and much more. To do this, we used Mahara, as I found it best to do what I wanted to do, more like a drag and drop system to make the website to fill up with content, and it was good for me because I wanted to showcase me. I want to prove that I can also do online promotion and social media presence because I know how much it means to labels. How much it means to labels. So, as you see, this is my website. My website is what this looks like over here. So, as you can see, the left is the screen is screenshots to my Mahara page, which consisted of bio of me, my music, calendar for future gigs, videos, photos, my songs, and some blog posts made about the industry. I didn't want this just to be a Mahara page. I wanted it to resemble as close to the website I wanted to make as possible. This is also strong piece of evidence to show that I am capable of making a good looking website. So for the 10 grand funding, there will be good and stable web page to boot, adding my worth as a musician. This is a photo taken by a photographer, my gig that I got into contact with over social media. And let's just get into the stats in my social media presence and the ways that I can improve as an artist in this aspect, thus furthering my worth as a musician. Sorry, I'm not well. The TikTok stats. The first piece of evidence to show my social media presence is my TikTok, which I have amassed 500 followers and over 5,000 views just by posting the videos I want, not jumping on any weird trends. If I posted more and tried to do songs as they came out, whilst also creating some good original content for the app, I believe with more work on the app, I could gain around double or triple what I have now, as I don't have a lot of content. For having the numbers I have, I don't have a lot of content, which you can see this is all the content I have. So yeah, my Instagram stats are a wee bit more lacking than my TikTok stats. On my Instagram, I haven't really tried to grow my followers at all. All of them are friends, family, and genuine people that like my music. I'm currently on 287 followers, and they're all active, taking parts in polls and live streams with me online. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of this again, like I did last time, to show. Oh god, it's really hard. Why is it not? There we go. Okay, now it's time to get into the other pages, and I'm just going to be very brief going over what's in them and the contents. Okay, so the instrumental and instrumental instruction music business. This is essentially where I combine my instrumental instruction here, which is where we had to make lesson plans and take classes to teach children. Now, I wanted to say that I believe that I want to showcase this for the 10 grand because I want to show that I can be prepared, because the lesson plans and the teaching all had to be done before very set deadlines, and if you got an extension it messed you up for the later deadlines that were coming. It would mean you wouldn't make the final deadline. And for music business, this was just me going over the rights that I know when it comes to my EP cover and my mixes, that I know that since I done everything myself, I own everything. I own the sessions, I own the mixes, because I mixed and mastered everything myself. So I own the sessions, the music, everything, which is always a nice thing to have as a musician. Music theory. I wanted to have a page for music theory to show that I have music theory to grade 8, thus meaning I'm not just a bedroom musician, I am an educated musician who has got theory in his back pocket, where he has a solid foundation for scales, modes, chords and rhythm, all these things that make such great aspects when trying to make a song. The research project, this was a showcase to show that as much as I don't particularly love doing research project because it's a lot of writing, I do however know it has to be done. So even when it comes down to it, I get the work done. So even the work I don't like to do, I will get done to a high standard. As you can see, this is my research project essay, and these are all my references done in Harvard reference. And so yeah, and then this here is my presentation of the essay, where I wrote a separate script in more in my language rather than this proper language. So yeah. Singing first study right now is all placeholders because we haven't actually done our assessment or anything for it yet. So this is all a placeholder page. My graded unit year 1 I wanted to include because I wanted to show progression and how I've improved in a year really. So this graded unit is from my first year, proof that not only can I improve but I can actually improve to a high degree. As you can tell, this was exact. So all of this side is how my graded unit was last year. It's just it's one page for every single thing, and you just scroll down and it doesn't look nice, there's not a layout to it. This year's there's a layout, there's pages. That year I got a B for that, which I mean I think it was very generous. I think I was very lucky to get a B for that. But I wanted to focus this year in improving how to get better at it, so I made a layout, I fully improved everything that I could this year. Wanted you to be able to tell that there was an improvement. The timeline of each thing, this is just going into telling you when I started and finished each part of the graded unit, as you see before you today. My presentation of the graded unit is the thing. This is a placeholder right now for this presentation I am going to upload onto this today. And my interview questions. These are possible interview questions to be asked. So as you can see, I've wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interview questions with answers. So I've done them to a high degree as well. So I hope that you have enjoyed, and I hope to hear from you soon about the funding. Thank you for your time.